What's up with it, man? Polo Sports Talking ENT and also Polo Sports News Plus. Here again with another one. Make sure you hit the like, hit the sub, and also hit the comments as well. Um, Look, man, I'm gonna just go ahead and say it like this. In order for in order for Milwaukee to even have a chance throughout the rest of the series, much less win, they need three guys in particular to really show up. Okay, they need PJ Tucker, of course, to show up. They're gonna need Brooke Lopez to show up, and I'll talk about him in a minute because I know some people are like, "Well, you tripping? He scored 17." Let me explain why. And then, of course, Drew Holiday, who has been a roller coaster. He'll play really, really great one game, and then the next game, he's a non-factor. Let me explain why. Let me start off with PJ Tucker, and let me start off with Drew Holiday, of course. Okay, these two guys are elite defenders. Yes, PJ Tucker is an elite defender. Okay, regardless of what anybody says, PJ Tucker is an elite defender. Okay, uh, he's scrappy. He hustles. He's giving up sides down low, which is gonna it's kind of gonna be a problem because Phoenix is long. They're not extremely long, but I would say they're athletic. Up underneath him guarding Aiden is going to be a slight problem. Now he might get into him in terms of being able to grind it out with him, make it tough for him, uh, do stuff to kind of frustrate him and get up under his skin and all of that. But at the same token, it all comes down to him stopping the pick and roll as well, because all three of those guys had trouble in pick and roll. When you talk about Holiday, and you talk about Brook Lopez, Brook Lopez was out on the island by himself, knowing daggone well that he was going to have trouble with the speed of Booker and with the agility and experience and the know-how of a Chris Paul, and also the speed of the other wings as well. When you talk about Bridges, because Bridges did pretty good himself. Then you have to take into account that Drew Holiday, he's got to be that defender that everybody, that he's got to be that first teamer that we're looking for. I mean, Middleton, as much as they want to get on Middleton and how he was a no-show and all this other stuff and was jacking up shots, he still did a decent job on defense. Okay, he showed up. He did his job. Could he have done better? Yeah, absolutely. Especially towards the end of the game. But all three of these guys, when you talk about Brook Lopez, he got to do a better job of being able to understand that that pick and roll. He played in the league long enough, and they did sort of the same thing. I know me and my guy Hitman X, we kind of disagreed on this just a little bit, but they kind of did sort of the same thing that they did to Rudy Gobert, exposing him, and getting him out there. You know, I would say I look for Budenholzer to do some adjustments if he's wise and if he's smart, but I don't think that that's going to happen. But again, it doesn't always come down to uh to fully when it comes to coaching or whatnot. They have to go out there and they have to execute. So these three guys, they have to pull up. PJ Tucker, he hit the corner shot, at times, but PJ Tucker is not that's not what he's there for. He's not there to be a scorer. He's there to be a scrap man, to play defense, and to get under the skin of the opponents, sort of like a Patrick Beverly, sort of like a hybrid Patrick Beverly. And plus he can grab rebounds a lot more. Brooke Lopez, okay, yes, I understand he scored 17. You could score a lot of points uh, on the board and put a lot of points on the board and still be minus with what you're doing and have zero to little impact on the game. It's not all about points. It's not all about points, man. If anything, Nicholas Batum, he doesn't have to score a single point, but his impact on the game is second to it's obsolete. So these three guys, man, they have to show up. I look for PJ Tucker to have a better game. I also look for Brooke Lopez and Drew Holiday to have another good game, or a bounce back good game. But for Drew Holiday, he can't keep having roller coasters like this, especially not in the finals, because Monty Williams, three guys are going to take advantage of that. Monty Williams, CP3, and D Book. DeAndre Ayton is going to take advantage of everything given to him regardless, because there's absolutely no answer for Ayton down low. He's going to get his, and if you stop him from scoring, or at least try to contain him, he's still going to somewhat be dominant in terms of his rebounding and blocking shots, and uh, disrupting disrupting the offense, because he's a mobile big. Now I thought what was key to look at too is how he jumped out and defended Giannis, or tried to defend Giannis. He had a slight problem with that in the first half, but I do look for him to be more mobile this game. Uh, Brooke Lopez, I look for him to be better at trying to read that pick and roll, because that's what's going to be the thing here, is being able to grasp the concept of the pick and roll. It's funny that I'm saying that, grasp the concept. These are pros. They actually have an understanding of that. They played basketball since yay high, and of course this is a pick and roll league. But when you talk about Phoenix, and you talk about Monty Williams, and you talk about the adjustments that he is able to make, it's going to be tough. So these three guys have to show up throughout the whole series. It can't just be one game. They got to show up here, and they have to show up throughout the rest of the series. What's up, JMJ21? I see you in the building. So look for them to show up, all three of them tonight. I look for them to have a bounce back game. But these three guys, the role players on this team, yes, Brooke Lopez is a role player now. Okay, he's no longer he's not that emerging superstar like he once was when he was in Brooklyn or whatever. He's still a great player, and he's still a good player and everything. But he's a role player. Drew Holiday, he's a role player, and PJ Tucker is a role player. Okay, so let's just call it what it is. The role players have to show up. Okay, uh, I'm not gonna exempt Middleton from this. He might have had 29 and everything, but still, you still gotta be smart in the way that you do your buckets. Don't go out there and play for the media. Actually play ball to actually win. You did a great job. You did a decent job on defense, and that's why Chris Middleton leads the playoffs right now in defensive win shares. So you got to give Chris Middleton in that regards. But y'all tell me what you think. Like this video, share it, subscribe if you're not a member of the channel, and also hit the notification so that you're able to get all of my streams and all of my videos. Until then, see y'all tonight for the finals pull up. I'll holler at y'all.